What's up, everybody? Jazz Berganzo here. Another episode of What's Next, your daily dose of common sense and facts. Happy Thursday. As a republic that has democratic voter representation, when you pull that handle, you press that button to vote for whoever you're going to vote for, whether it's left or right, you expect that person representing you in office to do the quote-unquote right thing. Now, when it comes to absolutes regarding the Constitution, there's only one amendment that is absolute and shall not be infringed. That is the Second Amendment. Now, we're the only country on earth that has a constitution that protects our God-given rights. We're the only ones. Not Canada, not UK, not Ukraine. We're the only ones. Now, regarding the Second Amendment, with the horrific shootings that occurred in Buffalo and in Uvalde, Texas, and of course that's another whole ball of wax which has gotten out of control regarding its law enforcement. But last night, you had a vote. You had a Senate vote to push a measure forward in regards to gun control measures. Now you're thinking, okay, damn Democrats are up to it again. No, my friends. The GOP is involved, and I mean they've got both hands stuffed in the cookie jar, and of course led by one Texas Senator, Cornyn. Take a look at the douchebaggery. This comes out of, Gateway Pundit. This level of disconnection from voters is dangerous. Tucker Carlson destroys dirtbag Republican lawmakers for pushing Joe Biden's radical agenda. On Tuesday evening, the U.S. Senate voted 64-34 to advance Democrat control regarding the gun control. They came to a final agreement on gun control legislation. 14 Republican senators voted to advance the 80-page gun control bill that none of them ever read. Now, I'm going to read off the names. And some of them you may recognize, others you may not. But one continuous theme through all of them, they are rhinos, Republicans in name only, and a lot of them are douchebags. Roy Blunt, Richard Burr, Shelley Moore Capito, Bill Cassidy, Susan Collins, Maine, John Cornyn, Texas, Joni Ernst, I think is I think South Dakota, if I'm not mistaken, Lindsey Graham, South Carolina, Mitch McConnell, Kentucky, Lisa Murkowski, Alaska, Rob Portman, Mitt Romney, Utah, Tom Tillis, and Todd Young. There you can see their faces in all their disgusting glory. The red flag laws by Democrats and rhinos are not meant to stop crime. They're only meant to take guns away from legal gun owners. Fact, on Wednesday, Tucker Carlson unleashed on his show discussing the dirtbag Republican lawmakers who continue to lie to their voters and bail out Joe Dementia and Democrats. The vote for red flag laws is just the latest example. Republican leaders support trans men and women's sports, of course. Billions to protect Ukraine, of course. Keep our borders wide open. Massive spending includes $1 billion for Joe Dementia's Stasi troops and politicized FBI. How much Republicans voters take? And why then are they so surprised that their voters love President Trump, a true man of integrity? Carlson ended with this. The level of disconnection with what voters actually want is dangerous and destabilizing. Self-government is what keeps countries calm and stable. Democracy, as in voter representation, is a pressure relief valve. Don't storm the Bastille, vote. If you take away or you strip it from its meaning, people become angry and frustrated, and over time, they become revolutionary, and everyone in Washington knows this. Let's take a listen to Tucker.
In Arkansas, one of the most conservative states in the country, the governor supports the chemical castration of children.
The most recent action of the General Assembly, while well-intended, is off course, and I must veto House Bill 1570.
Of course,
And just like that, a bill to restrict children under 18 from receiving chemical treatments or having surgery for gender reassignment has been stopped. The governor said this bill is government overreach.
Interfering by the state in a parent, in a child, in a doctor-patient relationship did not make sense to me.
When you vote Republican in Arkansas,
which is funny because his veto got overridden by Arkansas legislature. So yeah, just to give you a little bit of fact.
you're voting for the castration of children. How many Republican voters in Arkansas knew that when they voted for their Republican governor? But it's everywhere. Apart from Governor Ron DeSantis in Florida, very few Republican office holders are pushing back in any way against anything Joe Biden is doing. In fact, they're abetting what he's doing. Effectively, they're coming to Joe Biden's rescue. Why are they doing this? Why do you think they're doing it? Because fundamentally, they're on Joe Biden's side. Whatever stylistic differences Republicans in Washington may have with Democrats, and there are some, in the end, Mitch McConnell has far more in common with Chuck Schumer than he does with your average Republican voter.
Fact.
Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer are united in their fear of populism and in their gut-level loathing of the American public.
Fact.
And they're not alone. What Washington fears most is democracy, that is, letting voters have what they want. That's not allowed. Republicans and Democrats have formed a uniparty specifically to prevent it. You see this everywhere, but you see it most clearly in the gun control legislation that's in the Senate right now. So you saw what happened in Uvalde. What's the real lesson there? Well, the lesson is that cowardice kills. In a crisis, bravery is essential. Oh, but that's a masculine virtue.
My thoughts. No surprise that McConnell and the other douchebags in the GOP Senate, all 14 of them, went along with this gun control measure. And of course, led by Cornyn out of Texas. Yeah, remember Texas? Take no shit state, Texas? You know? When they put people on death row, they're like dead within a year, Texas. Remember that? Oh, no. That was so long ago. No, that was so long ago. We can't have that anymore, you know. But when you have senators blatantly and in your face without reading the bill, surprise, Nancy Pelosi, anyone? Yes, we must pass it before we can read it. Wants to strip away the Second Amendment, continue to chip away when it comes to magazines, capacities, AR-15s, you name it. The more they can chip away, the more they can water down a Second Amendment, eventually take it to the Supreme Court and get rid of it. But as I said in the beginning of the video, there's only one amendment in the Constitution that is absolute, and that is the Second Amendment. Shall not be infringed. The founders put it in there for a reason. By the GOP doing this, they're literally handed victory in a silver platter come November with an overwhelming smackdown against the Democrats. And yet, they do shit like this. Remember November. Get them the fuck out. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.